Hey guys, it's Heather from Cookies for Breakfast here with the pregnancy week number 22 vlog update. I'll try to keep this one fast because I'm already several days late for filming this. I wanted to make sure that I got my midwife appointment into the update, which was yesterday on Tuesday, so we'll film now and get it over with, and then it'll be almost time to film the next one. So this week, honestly, I didn't even take any notes, so it's really mostly about the appointment, which was fine. There really wasn't anything too much new to report. I got to see the midwife that I really like. I mean, they're all very nice, but my favorite one I saw when I went yesterday. And she was like mildly, like not a whole lot, but just kind of like raising, just like maybe you want to slow down a little bit on the weight gain. She said that, it was not that I was super high, just it was a hair higher than what they would like to see for somebody at this point. But it's definitely well within the normal range, and, she actually mentioned, 35 pounds. So I just, pointed out again that in order for the VBAC, I really need to stay. It would be better if I stayed within the 15 to 25. Which I think one of the other midwives had recommended, and she agreed with. She said that, that would definitely be a good thing to do. But she said that based on where I am now, which based on my scale, it said 14 pounds. She was saying, what did she say? I think she said 16, maybe. So their scale is different. I mean, obviously the numbers are different, but I know exactly how much I started weighing on my scale, and I know that now it was 14 as of yesterday. So, I mean, my scale is a little wonky. It does change, based on who knows what, but that's what I'm going with because that's the most consistent. At least for me anyway, because I've been weighing myself on that for years. So anyway, she said that based on where I am now and how much longer I have to go, that probably 25 pounds is unlikely. It probably won't happen. But she said 30 is definitely a reasonable goal. So anyway, I was kind of bummed about that because fall is here and all the fall foods are coming and all that good stuff, and I'm just really excited, especially because when we're going to be moving to our house, oh my god, in probably a month, maybe less, and I'm just really excited to start cooking again, and baking fall things is my favorite thing to do, pumpkin muffins and breads and pies and all that stuff, fall food, plus the holidays are coming. Fall and holidays are the worst times for anybody because it's just a lot of food that's not good for you, and I can't say no to it. I really can't. I mean, the time of year I can usually be pretty decent, but fall and holidays is just really, it's, I don't know, it's almost not worth it to give it up. So but I honestly don't even know how it's been happening. In the past week, I think it was 2 or 3 pounds. I don't know how it's happening, honestly, because I'm not eating any differently. I think I'm actually eating healthier now than I would not pregnant. With my yogurt obsession, I haven't even really been eating dessert. Now, in the past, I guess in the past week, we have had really good desserts in the house. So I've been having some of that. We have, that big pumpkin pie I wanted from Costco. That probably made a dent. So I have to have my yogurt before bed anyway because it helps my heartburn. So for the past week, many days I was having dessert and yogurt before I went to bed. Obviously I wasn't having the same amount of yogurt as I normally do, and I had tried to have a smaller dessert than I normally would because I was having both, but it was doubling up, really. So maybe that explains it, but for the most part, I haven't even been eating dessert. We've had stuff in the house for a very long time, ice cream, all kinds of stuff like that. I'm not interested in it. All I want to do is have my yogurt for dessert. So I don't really know where it's coming from. And I guess I could be better. I was exercising for a few weeks, and then I stopped doing my walking routine. I just have to figure out a time when I can do it because Benjamin's nap is usually after 11, and I was doing the walks for a while. He was fine. He was staying up. I would do the walk right after breakfast. So we were going say 9:30. Sorry, my allergies are very stuffy. My allergies get really bad at night. So he was falling asleep. The last couple times I went for a walk, he was falling asleep for the walk, which means that I would come home and he'd be sleeping, and he like missed out on his nap time. Now, his nap time is when I do any kind of blogging, or anything I need to do for the house, like, you know, paying bills, anything like that, anything that needs to get done during the day, that requires like brain power. That's when I do it, is during his nap time, because by the time it gets to be 8 o'clock, when he's sleeping and I'm ready for bed, I'm ready to just relax, and I can't really think clearly enough to get anything hardcore done. So I stopped going for the walks because it was ruining nap time. So I need to figure out a better time to go. Usually in the afternoon is when we do stuff. Like, that's when we'll go, you know, go to the beach or do some kind of activity, do errands, stuff like that. So the afternoon is probably better, but I really haven't had a good day when I can actually fit it in. So hopefully, I'm hoping in the next like week I can get back into that schedule. And kind of get some kind of routine going, especially before we move, because I would like to keep that up. And I really want to start as soon as possible, because all these foods are coming, and I have to do something to kind of counterbalance everything that I'm going to be eating. So yeah, I honestly don't really know. I mean, like I said, I think I could do better. She said I need to focus on making sure I'm getting enough protein, and that would help a lot. And I haven't been good at that at all, minus the yogurt. That's the one thing that I did. I normally have like carbs for breakfast. Like, I'll have a cereal or a muffin or something like that. Usually my breakfasts are like, shocker, not healthy, because I ate them called cookies for breakfast for a reason. So I actually swapped out my normal breakfast for yogurt. And I do like this whole concoction, which I think I'm going to do in a separate post, because I wanted to start having more protein in the morning for breakfast, but I never feel like having eggs in the morning. It kind of grosses me out. Peanut butter and I are really not friends. Typically when I'm pregnant, it just kind of grosses me out. So thinking about having toast with peanut butter, really, that kind of grosses me out when I'm not pregnant, but now it's really too much. So really, what else is there for protein that you can eat in the morning besides yogurt? So I've been doing that. And yeah, I guess I just need to focus on doing more protein. Protein sucks when you're trying to force yourself to eat it. And I don't ever really find it exceptionally filling. Like, or maybe satisfying, I should say. Like, if I have a cookie or a muffin, it sounds terrible. I just feel okay after, but if I have like a handful of almonds, it just doesn't do it for me. But I'm going to try to go out and get like string cheese and, I don't know, almonds, I guess. And try mixing that into snacks. I've been trying to eat a little bit more fruit recently, which is not protein, but it's better than having some kind of carb. Well, I guess it's a carb with a sugar, but like a muffin or something like that. This sniffing is driving me crazy. I'm sorry. It all of a sudden came on as soon as I started filming. So yeah, I don't know if anybody has any good tips for proteins that is like something that's satisfying and not gross, not like eggs or peanut butter. Like, what can you do with peanut butter? Like, you could have a peanut butter sandwich, but then you're having the bread with that, which isn't really that great either. So anyway, that's been kind of the focus of everything. So I went yesterday, and as soon as I find out information like this, or if I'm like, oh, I want to lose weight, obviously not now, you're supposed to go on a diet when you're pregnant, but anytime that I think about restricting a normal life, it makes me want to do the wrong thing more. So I've been doing like I said, I've been doing better eating healthy, eating much healthier while I'm pregnant this time than I have in my entire life, really. But as soon as I heard that, and I knew I needed to cut back, all I wanted to do was eat cookies. So I don't really know what to do about that, but I'm just a little concerned because of all the good fall things that are coming, and it's just the time when you want to eat like bad stuff, and I don't really want to not enjoy that because it's my favorite time of year. So I think I need to just like focus on a new plan. Definitely start exercising more, because then that will at least help counteract anything that I would eat. Because I really can't do any kind of a restrictive diet. It just doesn't work. As soon as I hear the word no, it's the first thing that I want to go for. So anyway, now the entire focus of this video has been on the weight. I guess that's it, honestly, for the past week. Any other symptoms? I still have been having a lot of back pain. Actually, a lot of it, like, and I noticed, I hadn't thought about it, but it's pretty much mostly on the side where I was hit by a car back in April. So I've got that going on. The allergies, as you can see. The headaches have been continuing. I usually get like a really bad headache and it'll last for like 3 days. Sleep is about the same, and the heartburn is probably about the same. So nothing terrible. I mean, I guess I've been feeling kind of grouchy, but I think at this point I'm just ready to be in our house and to be together again, and not having that is really driving me crazy. Like today, right now, I'm feeling super like just not, everything's driving me crazy and I really can't handle any kind of an irritation. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm hoping that will be better once we get to the house in a few weeks, which is really exciting. So I can't think if there's anything else. I picked out our tile and granite this past weekend. Grout, sorry. The tile, Derek was here. Yeah, I really can't. We had a date night, so that was fun. Went out to the restaurant where we went after we got engaged, sat outside even though it was cold. It was later, so we just had like an appetizer and a small pizza, and they had a whole list of mocktails, so I was really excited about that. And that's it. Honestly, it's been kind of an uneventful week, minus the appointment yesterday, so that's all. So we'll just go for the bump shot. And that is all for week 22, so I'll see you next week. Bye.